Hey everybody and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing something super fun, at least I think so, and making occult sims to live and participate in our Love Island occult series that I'm going to be working on. So right now I have one contestant for every occult and some bombshells to come in later, but that's a story for a different day. And once this is done, we'll throw them all in the villa and see how it turns out. So we're going to start here with our mermaid, Mara maid. And normally I do the bases off camera and don't really say anything about it, but being that she looks like this, I wanted to just highlight my skin detail from Birdie Sims that takes her from this to this. It's incredible. These eyes came in the newest base game update. And then I also gave her these like mermaid looking ears that I found online. So let's go in and get her lashes. I have these mermaid ones that we could do in black. They also have like the blue green. Maybe let's do those, just make her look a little bit more unique. Oh my gosh, I think she's so pretty. All right, so being a mermaid, I want really like long kind of cascading hair. I'm also torn between the turquoise and the dark blue. I don't know. I might do the turquoise and do dark blue clothing. I kind of like this. I just wish it was longer. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. What about this hair? I love this. And then even though they're linked, for whatever reason, it's not working. So I also have her mermaid form here. And we're definitely using a different skin detail. This one's by Evil Quinzel, and you will be seeing a lot of that creator today. All right, so let's go get that hairstyle here too. Oh my god, she's gorgeous. I think we'll come back to makeup until we get our outfit. So the way I'm doing this is their daily wear is going to be their little like walk-in outfit. So I'm thinking like a mini dress potentially. Like this is going to be too formal. And if you've seen Love Island, I feel like you know what kind of dresses I'm talking about. Something like this, but I want hers to be a little more fun. Okay, wait, I feel like something like this is pretty and it kind of looks like waves the way the fabric is like ruched. Wait, let's do this dress. And the ruffles kind of look like water. I think that's really pretty on her. And then for shoes, she's for sure going in heels. I maybe like these taller ones. As far as accessories go, we need her nails. We can maybe give her this armband is really pretty. And maybe on her other hand, we can do this like seashell bracelet. We can do this blue ring. Now for makeup, we can go in, and I do want their makeup to be a little bit more out there because they are cold sims. I have this one literally called Seawater. Like maybe we'll do that for her. We can go with a little bit of a liner. For cheeks, Evil Quinzel has this blush that I want to use, like this, where she's got like mermaid scales. I think that's really pretty. And then for lips, like we could go blue. Maybe this like glossy blue. Ooh, yeah, okay, that's really cute on her. We can go in and get earrings. I'm kind of feeling the seashell ones, but they almost take away from like the battiness of her. Let's do these instead that have the seashells up top. It's hard because yes, she's a mermaid, but she's also a Love Island contestant, so it is like battling those two things out. Also, we're gonna make the shoes black. We can get her a necklace, and I have this one with a seashell on it. Something's off. I feel like maybe we could make her makeup a little bit brighter to add like some contrast. Okay, yeah, I like that better. And then I'm just going to copy all that makeup over to mermaid form. Alright, so I added that to her mermaid form. Her lipstick's a little bit different because the lipstick on her normal outfit doesn't show up for some reason. For mermaid top, I was thinking we could do something like this. And our villa does have a pool, so she will be able to go into her mermaid form. But now we'll come back here, and this is going to be our final sim daily outfit for Mara, our mermaid. I'm so excited to put her in the villa. There are a few more outfits I'm going to throw in there. So formal, which I already added this, but formal in case they make it to the finale, this can be what they wear. But athletic, swim, hot and cold weather are all going to be swimsuits because they spend a lot of time in their swimsuits on Love Island. And then I'll throw them PJs and a recoupling outfit. But for our swimsuit, I still want us to have long hair. Like maybe we'll do this instead. And honestly, our swimsuit for Mara here doesn't super matter because she's going to be in mermaid form in the water. But maybe we'll put her in like this version of it, the darker blue. I think that's pretty. With maybe these bottoms. Okay, super cute. And so then that will be Mara's other outfit that she's in quite a bit. And I am just obsessed with her. So now we'll go in and make our plant sim, Dahlia. Also for gameplay purposes, like she is a plant sim. However, I don't want her to have the normal plant sim haircut. So we're not actually going to go in and formally make her one. I kind of like this hairstyle for her going in. And now we're on the hunt for a short green dress. Okay, this is really pretty in like a planty green. Let's go with this for her. For shoes, I feel like we could go brown because it's like the roots of the plant. Like these probably. For accessories, I am going straight down to my brown branch. I love putting this on plant sims. We could get away with a few more bracelets on that side. We can put some green rings on. Okay, so cute. I also wanted to point out her eyes are these flower ones by Evil Quinzel. And this makeup is normally for fairies, but I think I want to use it on her as the plant sim. Yeah, Gorgina. And then maybe a liner like that. I feel like blush for her, we can just go pretty standard on. And I do think a little bit of a darker lip could be prettier on her, like maybe this one. She's giving like poison ivy kind of vibes. And then for earrings, you guys, the hat. We're obviously going to go plant. I have these, which are really pretty. I also have these roses. I kind of think I want to do these ones. And then that can tie in her lipstick a little bit. And then we can do this similar looking necklace. I use this necklace all the time. But then that will be our sim for Dahlia. We can go in and do her swimsuit. And I think maybe here we just put her hair down, or maybe like this. That's pretty. As far as swimsuits go, I feel like we can do this one that you like can't even see under her hair, but it's that really pretty green color, and I think it's different enough from her skin tone. So then here we have Dahlia's swimsuit outfit. And now we can move on to our first male sim, Cade Remus, the werewolf. Also, if you're still watching, please subscribe so you can stay up to date with all of our Occult Love Island happenings. And he's gonna have this hair. Our eyes here are Seawater from Evil Quinzel. Also, please comment down below who you want to be together in the initial recoupling. I'm going purely based off of comments to pair them up at the start, so I would love if people would go in and do that. Also, I have these ears to like accentuate that he's a werewolf, but I feel like they almost get too like costumey. So I might take them off, but just like know he's got that dog in him. And I still want him to be cute because he's going on Love Island, but I also know werewolves have this like tattered vibe. Okay, wait. Cute. What if we put him in this tank top and maybe just like these shorts? They look a little bit dingier and they're, I think, a different enough shade from the top that you can tell he's not trying to match. I do want to go like pretty heavy on the body hair with him as well. And I also think it would be cool to just give him a few scars. Like that's cool. I also maybe want to give him like a facial scar. They're all just so big. Maybe that one. I think he still looks cool. He's so hairy. Oh my gosh. Okay. Shoes, I honestly feel like anything goes. I feel like the males on Love Island don't often pay that much attention to their shoes. I feel like they are either in sandals or they're in like tennis shoes. We'll just throw the flip-flops on him. And so that will be our sim for Cade. I think he's cute. We can go in and make his swimsuit now. But for his swimwear, I say we just throw some brown shorts on and call it a day. So there's our first male sim, Cade, who will not stop howling. Oh my gosh, and look at his cute little werewolf form. So we'll go in and make another boy. From werewolf to vampire, we can make Dracula, our vampire boy. He is wearing liquid gold eyes by Evil Quinzel, and I want him to be sleek. I love this hair on him. And then I may also throw on some of this like vervain eyeshadow, it's called, again by Evil Quinzel. Now here's a question. Do we want to put wings on him? I kind of feel like I do, to drive home the vampire aspect. We can throw him an eyebrow piercing, make him a little bit more like alternative. We could maybe do this, like the little Gucci shirt. Is it black though? Ooh, okay, let's do this one with the black and white stripes. I could totally see someone on Love Island wearing that. And then I know exactly what shorts I'm putting on him. These, I love these. And then we can just give him some sandals. We are going to have to be very careful with him in this game because vampires die in the sun. But so far, he is my favorite boy. And we also have his dark form here, which honestly like doesn't look that different. So now we can go back in and make our fairy sim, who is going to be Poppy Pixie. Also, if you're curious about traits, I have just been randomizing everybody's traits and then taking off the last one and adding romantic so that they're all a little bit more flirty in the villa. Everyone has the serial romantic aspiration, and everyone has just randomized likes, dislikes, turn-ons, and turn-offs. That way, it just adds a little other layer of complexity to the game. Okay, so for Poppy, obsessed with her. I need to be very careful because I want to find a pink hair that isn't too, like, distracting. Like, Sims Trouble has a lot of these where they're a little bit more muted. And let's do this for her walk-in hair. I think that's pretty. We can go back into short dresses here. We have this cute little, like, mini dress. It just looks kind of cheap, though. Okay, let's do this one on her. I think this is cute. We can just give her these white heels. And then for accessories, I want to give her that new, like, Enchanted by Nature thing. And then we can do some silver and pink bracelets, these rings. Okay, stop. She is adorable. For her eyeshadow, I feel like we can do this with the flowers and give her a little bit more of that, like, cutesy aesthetic. We can do the eyeliner with the heart and then put kind of the heart blush on the cheeks and give her a red pink lip like that. I love it. For earrings, once again, I'm thinking floral, like maybe these in a silver. And then I feel like we just do a really simple necklace. And then that's going to be our starting look for Poppy Pixie. I'm also just noticing she has the non-committal trait, so she might be a little messy. And then I did her wings like this. So now we can make our spellcaster, Kyler spell. So he also has a unique set of eyes on. They are Praline's ocean eyes. And I might give our spellcaster here this hair. For an outfit here, he can really wear whatever, honestly. Maybe I'll throw him in a purple shirt since we don't have a ton of that. With like some beige shorts. We can throw a watch on him. Maybe I'll give him this hypno eye mask to make him look a little bit different. We can throw some sandals on him, and then that can be our spellcaster sim. Okay, and after speaking with my sister, who is like my editor, we have given Kyler a little bit of a makeover, a little bit of a yassification, and I think she was correct in this. I think he does look so much better here, so much cuter. I'm also realizing we just didn't put swimsuits on our last two sims, so we can put these on our vampire, and we can do something like this for Poppy, do like a one-piece moment. For Kyler's swimwear, we can just use these purple shorts. We can move on to our final female sim, which is our alien. We've named her Terrestrial, and she has got these water drop alien eyes by Praline. And I do want to put these little like alien antenna on her. What sucks about aliens is you can't like copy and paste. You have to like go back and forth. And I'm thinking maybe we give her like a little bob. Like I think this is really pretty. For a dress, I feel like we could go in and do something like, ooh, like this with like the vaporwave aesthetic on it. I think we can do these shoes. For accessories, we can do this gold bracelet and a green one over on this side. And then a bunch of other gold rings. So she ends up looking like this. We can give her some of these earrings, maybe in the gold, and maybe just this green necklace. For makeup, I feel like we do this more aggressive eyeshadow paired with a liner like this. We can do these dots from Get to Work as our blush and then do a pretty lip color like that. And so then this will be our final look for our alien sim. And then we can go in and do a green swimsuit here. And then that will be her swim look. And then we can move on to our final contestant, who is our ghost, Josh Fan. He has got these skull eyes by Evil Quinzel on. And I think maybe we make him blonde. The thing is, he's going to have ghost overlay mode on, so it doesn't really matter as much what he looks like. For his outfit, we don't really have anyone in red, so maybe I'll do that for him. Cute, like a little just red and black top. It looks fine in ghost form. We can give him some black shorts to go with it and some black shoes. He can also get a watch, I think. And then that'll be our final ghost sim. Honestly, the overlay does a lot of heavy lifting here, so this is how he will show up in game. He's still cute though. And then for a swimsuit, we can do something like this. That's cute. And here he is in ghost mode. I like the pattern too, because then he shows up a little bit more. Also, another editor's note, we did give Josh here more of a ghost ghost makeover per my editor's request, just like Kyler. And so this is what he looks like outside of ghost form and then inside. And I think this also suits him a lot better. And then that is going to be it for our starting Islanders. If you like this video, please feel free to give it a like or a comment and subscribe for more videos like these and to see our Love Island Occult gameplay with these Sims. Also, let me know with these 8 starting Islanders who you want to start the season coupled up with each other. Once again, your options are Mara, Dahlia, Poppy, and Tara for girls, and Cade, Drake, Kyler, and Josh for boys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.